Welcome to our Holiday Hoopla preview show for 2019. Today we are talking to members of our Community Main Street Who Heard is what we call them for our Holiday Hoopla committee. We have Cindy Haskins and Molly Schmidt, and then a special guest from Cohesive, Neil White. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you.
Hi. So Molly, I'm going to start with you. You have been a member of the planning committee for the last couple of years. And how many years has downtown been hosting Hoopla?
Yeah, I've been a part of the committee for a few years now and enjoying every minute of it. This will be our 11th year for Holiday Hoopla, and I think if you asked anybody on the committee if they envisioned how great it would become after 11 years, they're just so proud of the work that they've done, and I'm just proud to be a part of it.
Yeah, I would agree. That's a great sentiment. Cindy, you've been involved for, I'm not even sure how many of the 11 years. 5 of them, okay. And why do you keep coming back year after year?
Yeah, it's a wonderful opportunity to serve the community. A whole month of December where we celebrate the holidays with Santa and with other communities besides Cedar Falls and Waterloo. Our volunteer committee, like Molly said, is the best. We start working in January, we problem solve, figure out how Santa is going to arrive, and it's a wonderful time.
I agree. So Molly, you've been a part of the committee, and this year you're taking a bigger role in the kickoff, which is a huge job. It's by far the biggest event of the season. When is it scheduled, and tell us about it?
Yeah, kickoff is scheduled for Black Friday, as always, Friday, November 29th. From 6 to 8 p.m. The main event is at 4th and Main, and definitely encourage everybody to come on down, bring your friends and family, because it's a great way to kick off this holiday season here in downtown Cedar Falls.
For sure. Okay, so as a part of Holiday Hoopla, we always try to do something new. Really, all of our events at Community Main Street, there is that something new factor each year. So Neil is here to talk about that are something new for this year, which we're super excited about. And really, only Neil can explain it in the best way possible. So can you share with us what Cohesive has planned for the holidays?
Yeah. So we've worked with Community Main Street for several years now. This is kind of our first time participating in Hoopla, but our agency, Cohesive, we're excited to announce the Holiday Hoopla Raffle Hunt. So that's new for this year, and it's basically an app that you can install, and it'll be a giveaway experience that's going on throughout Holiday Hoopla the entire season. And it'll be run and powered by our app called Door Prize, which you can find in the app stores. And so basically we'll be placing raffle hunt posters around downtown district at the events and in participating businesses and things. And if you find one of these posters, you can scan it using the app for a drawing, entry into a prize drawing, and we'll be doing drawings weekly and giving out prizes throughout the season. So it'll be a fun way to kind of experience the holiday season and get out and support local businesses.
So will we be able to do this kickoff, or when can we start to see this happening?
Yep, we'll be launching at kickoff that night. You'll want to look for posters at the kickoff event, and you can find more information on the Hoopla website, and you'll see kind of like how to install the app and some information on what the posters look like and how you can submit for the drawings.
Cool. Yes, we're super excited. So our staff was able to see a preview of this done by Neil and his partners at the staff, and it's pretty cool. So for all of you Pokemon lovers out there, it is a great addition to downtown in that respect. So we're excited. Thanks, Neil. Yeah. So we've heard about Neil's big news, which we're excited about, like I mentioned, but what do you have planned for the stage show, Molly? What's new this year?
Oh, well, we're always trying to get something up our sleeve to lead up to Santa's arrival. We have a couple of new performers that will be joining us this year. One happens to be some swing dancers to add a little bit of pep in our step and get things rocking that night.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that because that's not something I could ever do myself.
Right.
So. And who are some of the other performers that we should expect to see?
Well, we'll be welcoming back, of course, Dave and Carter, who will be emceeing the event, and they always do an excellent job. We'll have some of our singers, Jay Connor, Ann Frennan, Michelle McBride, and we definitely enjoy always bringing our Hoopla band with the horn section back, as well as the fusion dancers who get the crowd going. So a few others, you're in for a great night.
Cool. And we have ordered specific weather this year too. I've heard that it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I know the big guy is planning on a great night of weather that we will be able to have the show go on.
Totally agree. Okay, so Cindy, you've been a part of kickoff and lots of other events, but what are other things that are happening the night of kickoff that you can share with us?
Mrs. Claus will be in Fantas Workshop from 6 until she joins Santa on Main Street after his arrival. They will make the magical march down Main Street to light the sculpture tree and then to watch the fireworks over the river.
Yes, it's always
And we'll
magical.
also be selling the snow globe wands and the light bulb necklaces
So make sure to have
during
some
that.
some cash in your pocket for
cash
those
in your
little
pocket.
treasures. What other friends will Santa and Mrs. Claus have with them? Who can we expect to see?
Well, you know, we can't have Holiday Hoopla without Buddy the Elf, and I've heard he might be bringing Jovi with him this year.
Oh, good.
And of course, we'll see the Grinch and the Chipmunks and Anna and Elsa, who I believe I've heard might be bringing Olaf this year as well. And so
Wonderful.
we'll have a few other characters out and about, so be sure to bring your cell phones. You can capture some pictures of the kids with those characters, or maybe yourself as well, because we'll have them roaming the streets.
So the big question that we always get as the committee of Holiday Hoopla is any hints on Santa's arrival?
No hints at all, and actually no one ever wants to know how Santa's going to arrive. It's always a big mystery and fun to find out once we're downtown.
I agree. I don't even tell my husband.
No.
Nope.
And part of our committee is you can't tell anyone in your
Right.
family or friends.
Yep. Lips are sealed over here. Okay, Molly, do you have anything else to add about kickoff?
Let's see. Well, of course, the crowd is going to be huge, as we always hope for. And so what that means is it's important to part the sea as we make our way down Main Street to cross First Street so that Santa can lead the way. And so we'll make our way after Santa arrives down cross First Street and light the sculpture tree, of course, and then, of course, it'll be followed up and end the night with fireworks. So be sure that you make your way down to see the fireworks show and wrap up the night that way.
Awesome. Well, like we said, November 29th, 6 to 8, downtown Cedar Falls. We look forward to seeing everybody. We're going to take a quick break, and then we have a new guest. We're going to say goodbye to Neil, so thank you for joining us. And take a look at the break. There will be another explanation of the new app that will be a part of Holiday Hoopla. So see you soon.
Holiday Hoopla is coming, and it's a fun time in the Cedar Falls downtown district. Join us at the kickoff on Friday, November 29th from 6 to 8 p.m. Watch live entertainment, holiday characters, and Santa's grand arrival. Then join Mrs. Claus and Santa in the annual March Down Main Street for the fireworks finale. Remember to come back on the 30th for Small Business Saturday and find unique gifts for everyone on your list. For more info, visit cfholidayhoopla.com. Holiday Hoopla in the district. It's a winter wonderland.
Welcome back to our episode for the Holiday Hoopla preview of 2019. In the first half of our episode, we talked about kickoff and all the things related to kickoff and a new interactive game that we have coming to Holiday Hoopla. And we're super excited about that. But now we have lots more to discuss. So we're going to welcome you back. And Santa, how did you get here so fast?
Well, I was working down at my shop, and one of the elves told me there was a show going on down at Cedar Falls. So I ran right over.
Santa, thank you for joining us. We're excited that you could get here so quickly. So you might have heard earlier in the show that we were talking about kickoff and your arrival. We know you come in a secret way every year, but what has been your favorite way to arrive over the last 10 years?
Oh, I've come many different ways. A rocket ship, I rappelled down a building, just so many. Let's see, probably my favorite would be in the snow globe.
I would agree. That's my favorite too. So, well, and that was just last year. So,
Yes.
Yep, and you've come by a UNI Panther and a jetpack and all kinds of things. So, any chance you know or can share how you're coming this year?
That's going to be a big secret.
I thought I would try.
Nope.
All right, well, thank you for joining us. We're glad that you're here.
Well,
We've
thank
got
you
lots
for
of
having me.
questions for you. So, Cindy, let's talk about some of the ongoing events that happen throughout the season.
Well, let's talk about Trolley Rides. They are Thursdays, and the first and third Thursday of the month will be horse-drawn trolley, and then the other will be a tractor-pulled trolley. Also new this year will be hot chocolate at the community center, served to everyone waiting in line for a trolley.
So, can we wait inside at the community center
Yes,
this year?
for warmth.
So the library and community center have been great, and they have offered to allow people to wait inside, which sounds a lot warmer than in years past, so that's good. And then Santa's Mailbox gets a workout during the season, Molly. So it's located near the workshop at 4th and Main. It's a big, beautiful red box. Tell us a little about what goes into Santa's Mailbox.
Yeah, there's a few things that we expect to see and always have a great turnout. The coloring contest entries can be dropped off there, as well as our window voting nominations can be dropped off there as well. And then most importantly, the letters to Santas that your Santa that your kids write, we want to have dropped off in there. And then we'll be sure to send them off to the North Pole so that you can check them all over.
So Santa, Molly mentioned the letters to Santa that go into the red mailbox. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I will handwrite a letter back to you. We need the letters in by December 21st. And most importantly, we need a return address on it so that I can get it back to you.
That is the most important part if you want a response, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Molly, and you touched on the coloring contest. What's going on with that?
Yeah, another annual tradition to have a coloring contest that the kids can enter. You can submit entries all the way through December 19th. Again, drop them in the mailbox at 4th and Main. And the coloring contest entry is always a rendition of last year's Santa's arrivals. So expect a snow globe this year. And it is available on the website. You can download it from there.
Perfect. Thank you. And a lot of times we try to get them out to the preschools and
Yeah.
various schools too. So good
Absolutely.
deal. So the corner of 4th and Main is a happening spot. We haven't even talked about the most important thing on the corner, which is Santa's Workshop. So evenings are another Santa, we know you are busy this time of year and can't be in the workshop all the time. So what will be your hours this Christmas?
I will be at the workshop on Saturday from 11 to 2. I will be Thursday evenings from 6 to 8.
So if we want to see you in the workshop, those are the hours.
Yes, those are the hours that you can see me in the workshop.
Yes. Make sure everyone marks your calendar for that. So evenings are another magical time downtown. In previous years, there has been a music and light show, Magical Nights, Magical Lights at Santa's Corner. Will the show be back again this year, Cindy?
Yes, starting on the 29th from 6 to 8 during the kickoff, and then every night in December, every night until we have Santa's Workshop from 6 to 8. And if anyone has not witnessed that, the light show and the music, they're both amazing. And if you can just stand there and watch it for a few minutes, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite things.
Mine too.
Especially when it's a quiet night, just to stand and watch it. It's pretty cool. Mr. Christmas does a great job with his light show.
He does.
So. Each year, many of the downtown merchants help collect toys for the Salvation Army Toy Drive. And what should viewers know if they want to donate?
Yeah, it's definitely the season of giving, and so we will be collecting gifts around the value of $25 at the Cedar Falls Public Library all the way through December 10th. That's a Tuesday. So be sure to drop your donations off there. You can also bring them to Santa's Breakfast, which is on Saturday, December 7th, and we'll accept them there as well.
And some other merchants also have boxes within their stores. We just don't have that list yet. So take a look for those. Did I miss any of the ongoing events?
Window decorating. I think that's something that people miss because they're in a hurry while they're shopping. But our theme this year is Winter Wonderland. And you really need to take some time to look at the windows. The merchants do an amazing job of decorating, getting ready for December.
They really do. Yep. And they'll be ready for kickoff, so we can walk around and look at those during kickoff too. All right, cool. So we're going to move right along. We've got those ongoing events, but then we have special events throughout the season too. So let's chat about those. Jingle and Mingle, Cindy.
On the 5th, Thursday, and merchants will be open, and many times they offer beverages and snacks, and it's just a fun time to be downtown shopping, getting a start on your Christmas shopping.
Yep, for sure. And then right after that is Breakfast at the North Pole. Do you know anything about that, Santa?
Yes, you can come down December 7th, and you can buy your tickets online.
Yep, you can buy them ahead of time. You can buy them at the door, but it's a little cheaper if you get them ahead of time. So, yep, get us at the community center from 8 to 11 for breakfast. And then, Molly, next up is Hoopla Cheer.
Yep, always one of my favorite nights because it's a night out for the adults.
Yes.
And so we will be having our drink contest starting at 6 p.m. to 9:30 at the local establishments there on Main Street. So be sure to make your rounds, bring down your other adult friends, and be ready for a good time.
Yep, the Ugly Sweater Party is that night as well, and I think it's moving this year, so.
You got it. Yeah, there's a couple of things going on that night. Santa's Ugly Beard Contest is at Kate and Company. That's at 7:00 p.m. And then the Ugly Sweater Contest, like you mentioned, is at a new location, Burke's, and that will be at 9:30 p.m.
Perfect, so get your ugly sweaters on and come
Right.
out with us. That sounds like fun to me.
Absolutely.
So then following Hoopla Cheer, which is kind of strange, is our Frosty 5K. So after you've spent your night out Thursday, then you come down and run a 5K
You can
on Saturday.
run a 5K then.
Yeah.
Put on by threshold pace timing, and registration is live online now.
Yep, so do people dress up for this
They
run?
do
or-
dress up, and actually that's even if you don't run, that's one of the things to come in. The costumes are cute.
Yeah, super fun. We've got a lot of great pictures of those, so very cool. Okay, so then our last Thursday this year is Baby It's Cold Outside, and this is kind of your baby, Cindy.
A little bit of my baby, and last year was our first year of providing s'mores for the community, and we served 250 s'mores, and actually they were gone in about 45 minutes. So this year we've expanded to 500 s'mores that we'll be serving, and it's in the lot next to the old depot. We have a big grill, and we'll be serving s'mores then.
Yeah.
Also 3 ice carvers. One will be in front of Black Hawk Hotel, the other one in front of World's Window, I believe, and then the other one in front of Tony's.
Yep.
I believe.
Sounds right.
And they will be carving between 6 and 8. And then another great thing to just stand and watch. They've done Olaf in the past, Santa in the past, elves, reindeers. They're very talented.
Yes, that is probably my favorite night.
Well,
I think
yeah,
I said
it's
that
my
about
favorite.
everything
About
so
every
far,
night.
though.
We've said that about every night. Every night
Sorry.
is favorite.
Okay, Santa, so then our last Saturday of the season, we show a free movie at the Oster Regent Theater. Did you pick a good one this year?
Yes, I did. This year's movie is going to be Happy Feet.
It is a happy
It will
one.
be Saturday, December 21st.
Very cool. So that will be at 10 o'clock at Oster Regent Theater. And if you, by chance, win the coloring contest, that's where the coloring contest will be announced. So coordinating and planning all of these events is quite the undertaking. Community Main Street's volunteer committee works all year to provide this series of events to the community. I believe the list of committee members is on the screen, and we sincerely could not do this event or series of events without these wonderful humans. So you can see their names on the screen. Just a sincere thank you to the Who Heard, which is what we affectionately call them. for bringing Holiday Hoopla to the Cedar Valley. So thank you to all of you and for being here today. So we're not done quite yet. We've still got a few things to touch on. So Holiday Hoopla is always a great time, but there's a lot of advanced preparation for this that these volunteers coordinate that we just talked about. Cindy, can you tell us a little bit about what you've done to get ready this year so far?
I think I already mentioned that we start meeting in January, so it's a year-long commitment. We meet once a month, planning for Santa, fundraising and buying supplies, just getting ready for the month of December.
Yes.
But our volunteers are, and we accept volunteers all the time. It's open.
Always open. It's a fun group. So decorating alone is a huge effort. Downtown always has such a festive atmosphere. This is one of my favorite pictures on the screen. During the holidays, what are some things the public can expect to see when they visit downtown during the holidays, Molly?
Yeah, if you remember, one of the reasons I joined the committee is because I had just messaged you one day and said, how can I help decorate downtown? And then you said, well, why don't you join the committee? So it's one of my favorite parts is making the downtown just sparkle during the holiday season. So, of course, we'll be doing our garland wrapped light poles down the street to make that sparkle. We'll light up the trees with some Christmas lights, of course. Santa's Corner is always got the house and the mailbox and all the lights and the music. Definitely worth stopping by to see. And then, of course, we'll be setting up the nativity sets. So all sorts of things that we do to make the downtown more festive.
Yes. And who makes that happen?
November 19th and 20th, that's our Deck the Falls. And it's amazing because you go downtown and then you see volunteers coming that you've never noticed before or you don't know. And again, the wrapping of the poles. My favorite is to work on Fantas Workshop, just putting the finishing touches of the decorations and trees and presents in there and get ready for Santa.
Yes, it does take a ton of people.
It does.
We usually have soup on that Tuesday at the office just to feed the volunteers, and we sure appreciate all those people. So, Molly, most of the events we talked about are free. How in the world is that possible?
Well, we couldn't do it without our sponsors and our community partners. They definitely provide us with the resources to make all of this happen. So in addition to the volunteers, it's those people who make a difference. And certainly, we're always looking for more people to sponsor the Holiday Hoopla events throughout the season. And if you are interested, just go to the website and click on the donation box, and we're happy to take whatever you are able to give to make this season even better.
Absolutely.
Thank you for watching today. Hopefully you can bring your families from far and near to the Winter Wonderland celebration Friday, November 29th. And all the other special events we've got going on here. I would also like to say to all the little boys and girls out there, Santa's always watching. Make sure you keep your rooms picked up and help Mom and Dad. Thank you.
Well, thank you guys all for being here today, and we look forward to a wonderful 11th year of Holiday Hoopla here in the Cedar Falls Downtown District.
Can't wait.
So excited.